G'day, it's Shane here again from Wine and Grape TV, and thank you for joining me at my home bar. But thank you more for actually helping me spread McLaren Vale wine to the world. Now today, a McLaren Vale classic. Classic in two ways. Classic winery. I'm going to share with you a Darrenberg wine. Classic because it's the original Red Stripe. Right? It's the Darry's Original, which is a Shiraz Grenache blend from 2007. And there you go, there's the Red Stripe. Classic for me, I think the two red varieties that historically do very well in McLaren Vale, both Shiraz and Grenache. Now this wine has a long history, long history, and I don't just mean 2007, I mean 30 odd years. Darrenbergs have been making this blend. It used to be called Red Burgundy, and I must admit the rumour has it that in the 80s, not a big seller. It was a real struggle to sell this wine. I think maybe the Grenache bug was involved in there. As soon as people realised that Grenache was involved, Grenache doesn't seem to be a big seller. And I tell you now, McLaren Vale Grenache is just sensational. Trouble is, people don't know it. Try it. Again, I make a recommendation that you get out there and you try McLaren Vale Grenache. It is just good. Tongue-tied. Good McLaren Vale Grenache is just a wonderful wine. Okay, now Shiraz and Grenache, and a lot of times Mourvedre blends in McLaren Vale, also sensational, and I'm enjoying numerous ones of those over the time. So we talk about enjoying it, so let's give this one a whirl. Yet again the wanky thing. So it starts off with a little bit of the red fruit from the Grenache. Maybe a little bit subtle, but that red fruit is there. Then it actually comes through with a bit of the plum from Shiraz, and right at the end of the nose there is some spiciness. Again, classic McLaren Vale Shiraz. Wonderful nose on this wine. Now, let's see what alcohol this wine has. 14.5% alcohol. 2007 was a warm year. It was the first of the 3 drought years that we had in McLaren Vale. Isn't it wonderful to get the complexity when we blend the different grape varieties? I think Australia went from a country that had lots of blends, and we were bottling things under Burgundy and Claret and all that sort of stuff, and we didn't really know what was in the wines. And we're taking off French names there, not style for style, but just the names. Then Australia found varietals, so it was all Cabernet Sauvignon and Shiraz and things like that. And I think for a few years we actually lost the blend. Here we're getting components from different grape varieties to add complexity to the wine, and I'm just getting that off the nose. Better continue the wanky thing and try it, hadn't I? Oh, the red fruits of Grenache. Yes. It's interesting again, the same as what was on the nose. Up front, the very front of the palate, getting lots of that red fruit, which is so classical Grenache. Just love this variety. Okay. And then as it goes through the palate, through that mid palate, that wonderful McLaren Vale mid palate again, transfers, and you start getting a bit of that plumminess from the McLaren Vale Grenache. Just a hint of spiciness, very little. There's not a lot of wood in this wine, and I'll say again, and I've probably said this many times before, McLaren Vale Grenache in particular doesn't like a lot of oak. Okay, if you get a really heavy oaked wine, it's not going to show off all those wonderful flavours of McLaren Vale Grenache. Here, not overly oaked. Okay, there still is tannin structure. This wine is made for early to mid range drinking. So over the next couple of years, it's a wonderful wine now. A few years more down the track, and it'll be just as good, maybe even slightly better. But this is a wine that you can, with confidence, go into the bottle shop, get hold of the Darry's Red Stripe, and you know what you're going to get, right? Now, is it the most complex of wines? There's complexity there. There is different ranges of flavours, but it's not the most complex of wines. But it's a good everyday drinking wine. And you know, as I said, you know what you're going to get when you get this wine. It's consistent year in, year out. Well done, Darrenberg. Well done to the Osbornes. And it's just a lovely, lovely drink. Okay, so much so I might have a bit more after this video is finished. Look, that's all we have time for Loner Grape TV tonight, or today. Lovely sunshine outside. I'm going to go enjoy it soon. So I'm hoping you're out there enjoying some good sunshine as well. Have a great day, have a great week, and I'll see you soon. Thanks.